So, good morning and welcome back to the Premier League news, the Premier League update, whatever you want to call it. We're going to talk about a few topics today that are going on in the Premier League. A few things that I wanted to discuss. I'd love to hear your thoughts on these. And this is going to be a new show that's going forward every single day, 7 a.m. UK time. Big up all the members who have already watched this. If you want to become a member of the channel, the link for that is in the description. You will get early access to these shows. You also get your own custom emojis in the live streams as well. So go and check that out. Like I said, the link is in the description. Now, the first topic I want to speak about is the story that is doing the rounds for the last 24 hours. And I thought, you know what, it's still in the media. Let me go with this today. And that is a story about Man United wanting the guy you can see behind me. And that is Jack Grealish. How good is Jack Grealish? That's what I'd love you guys to tell me, because this guy is having an exceptional season. Don't get me wrong. In all competitions, he has got 9 goals this season. He's got 7 assists, which is pretty damn impressive considering he's playing for a team that have just been promoted. They've had an overhaul of a lot of players. I think they bought about 11 players in the summer. They did quite a few in the January transfer window as well. A few loan deals mixed in as well. And for all the new signings, for all the investment that they've put in, they're actually doing all right. They're obviously into the cup final against Manchester City after beating Leicester. And they're out of the relegation zone and they could potentially stay up this season. Now, like I said, Man United are heavily linked with Jack Grealish. A lot of Arsenal fans that I see online would love Jack Grealish to come in and replace Mesut Ozil, who, if you compare the assist stats this season, is lagging so far behind this guy behind me. It is unbelievable. A massive fall from grace for him. But every time people ask me, like, Lee, would you take Grealish at Arsenal? Would you have him in midfield? There's something that I just don't see. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a bit blind to it. But listen, don't get me wrong. He's a very good footballer. Can he reach the heights of stepping up in level and go into a team that are better, a team that are packed with better players, a team that are packed with more superstars? Because, like, let's be real here. Grealish is the guy at Aston Villa. He is the main go-to man at Aston Villa in midfield, not only in midfield, but in that whole team. He is Mr. Aston Villa right now, and everything that's good does go through him. Excuse me. If you take him out of the team and then you go and put him into a Man United midfield or an Arsenal midfield or a Chelsea midfield, Tottenham, City, for example, I think he'd do all right. City, Liverpool. But I think that that's because they're just so far ahead of everyone else, really. But if you took him out and put him into an Arsenal, Tottenham, Chelsea, United, would he be as good as he is at Aston Villa? Because I'm not convinced. The price tag is going to be ridiculous for a start. It's going to be a hell of a lot of money. And, you know, there's other midfielders that I look at over him, in my opinion, for Arsenal especially. But I'd love to know what you guys think about it, because, listen, he's got the dribbling ability. He can play left wing. He can play right wing. He can play number 10. He can play number 8. He's got a shot on him. He can score a tap in. He gets stuck in. He has got a lot of attributes that are good in the Premier League, which is why he's having a fantastic season. He's idolised by Aston Villa fans, and rightly so. Listen, he's the top boy. He's one of them. That's how they see him. He's one of them. Especially, I remember watching a game, Villa Birmingham last season, their big derby game, and the Birmingham fans were on his case the whole game. He scored an absolute banger in that game, I think. So yeah, it's something that I'd like you guys to answer. Is he all that? Is he somebody that you'd go, yeah, 50 million quid? I think we'd take that at Arsenal, or take that at United or Tottenham. Leave it in the comment section down below and let me know what you guys think on Jack Grealish and whether you'd have him at your club. I want to move on to the transfer window. Now, the breaking news on that one is that they've decided, after one season of changing the rules and stopping the transfers from going through after the season starts, they've backtracked and they're now going to let us do that again in the Premier League, which pretty much falls into line with the rest of Europe. We shut our transfer window before the season started, which I thought was absolutely ridiculous. And before that, it used to shut on the 1st of September at 5 o'clock. going forward into this summer transfer window, it is going back to that, and it is going to shut at 5 o'clock on the 1st of September. They were going to shut it on the 31st of August, but apparently that's a bank holiday, and it appears nobody works on a bank holiday. So they're shutting it on the 1st of September. Again, I don't really know where I sit with this. I think it was ridiculous to shut it before the before the season started, sorry. But at the same time, the way these transfer windows work at the moment, everybody just leaves it till the last minute. It is literally the last minute sales, the trolley dash. I mean, we see with Man United the other day, they didn't even get their player over from China until about 2 days after he'd done the paperwork. So why didn't they do that deal a week earlier and get him over and do it all properly? Why is everything lastminute.com? And it's the same in the summer. I mean, there's not many teams that go and get their business done early in the summer. Everything's left till last day. Arsenal with Kieran Tierney, deadline day move. You know, we were linked to that guy all the way through the summer. Why didn't we just get the deal done? So I'd love to know what you guys think about the transfer window, and whether you'd shut it before the season started, like this summer just gone, or whether you'd go back to having it how it was before, because I'm all for having it how it was before. Yes, I think it's stupid that everyone leaves it till the last minute, but at the same time, shutting it before the season starts is just ridiculous, especially when all the other European teams and European clubs can go and buy players. So you are then hindering yourself in the Premier League by not being able to go and get that player from Germany or get that player from Italy or Spain, but they can still come and get your players, which I just found mind-boggling when that was announced. And I didn't think it'd last long. I thought it'd last a couple of seasons, perhaps. It's lasted one season and they've decided to scrap it and bin it already. So there we go. Leave that in the comment section and let me know your thoughts on that. Lastly, I want to move on to a topic that, excuse me, that the Premier League have put out there. And that is to do, I'm going to read this directly. It's the Premier League brings in a ban for discriminatory, abusive or violent behaviour. And I think this is absolutely fantastic. And I'll come to that in a second, but I want to read this first. Unacceptable conduct towards players, fans and club employees or referees will not be tolerated by the Premier League. All 20 Premier League clubs have committed to a league-wide ban for anyone who is found guilty of discriminatory, abusive or violent acts. Last season in England and Wales, the number of matches where hate crime was reported increased by 47%, from 131 matches to 193. This week, a football supporter who made monkey gestures at Chelsea striker Tammy Abraham and spat at rival fans has been banned from attending games for 4 years. By the way, that ain't nowhere near enough, and he should be in jail. But that's my thoughts on that. A 17-year-old Bournemouth fan has also been given a 3-year ban after pleading guilty to chanting racial abuse during a match against Tottenham. A Premier League statement reads as follows. At today's shareholders meeting, the Premier League clubs united against all forms of violent, threatening and abusive behaviour. Following the recent events, the 20 clubs committed to introducing a league-wide ban for anybody at their club being discriminatory, abusive or violent towards anybody else. Unacceptable conduct towards players, fans, club employees or referees will not be tolerated at the Premier League or its clubs. And I think that is absolutely fantastic. Listen, the ban in order ain't a long enough ban for them people, by the way. Anyone who's doing racial abuse in 2020, seriously, or even 2019, or even the last 30 years, sorry, disgusting, should be in jail. And going forward, I'll cast your mind back to A.F.C a couple of weeks ago up at Goodison Park. A load of fans went up to Robbie, just being intimidating, chatting rubbish, screaming and shouting, the siege mentality, because they don't like a fan channel. Some of them people, or one of them people, has done that to others, including myself. Tried that at the Emirates, tried it at other grounds with other people as well. And I just think that, you know, I think it's very easy for fans to have a go at other fans because they don't like their opinion. When you start taking liberties and start getting abusive, start screaming abuse, getting racial, not just to other fans, but in general at a football match, that ain't right. And in general, in the public, that ain't right. Like, full stop. You know, there's a lot of kids that go to football matches with their parents. They don't want to see people ganging up on somebody else or screaming abuse or racist stuff at other people. It's disgusting behaviour. You know, and I'm so glad that they've done that. Now they have to implement it, and people need to stand up against it. And I don't care if it's seen as grassing. Yeah, go and tell a steward, point them out, give them their name, and make sure these people are banned from football stadiums for a very long time, because it is disgusting behaviour. And everyone should be able to go to a football match and enjoy their match day experience without some idiot coming up to you, kicking off because they don't like what you say on a YouTube channel, on your Twitter account, Instagram, etc., etc. So leave that in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on that as well. And listen, have a wicked Friday, people. I will be back later on today. I will be doing the live streams as normal, 5 o'clock and 9 o'clock. For members who are on membership level 2 and 3, I will be doing the level 2 membership Q&A this evening. Keep your eyes peeled for that. I'll stick that on the community. I'll give you an exact time on that once I've worked it out later on today. And if you want to become a member, like I said, that link is in the description. Go and check that out. Until 5 o'clock, have a wonderful Friday. Laters, peeps.